Get him out. I'll see if we can get him
Yeah.
outed.
All right, easy. I don't know where Peters went.
Yeah, I think might be washing his face there. It'll be a minute.
Oh, affirm.
Did he get something in his eye?
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Did you know that he ran someone over?
The series of events are as follows. We had a chase. We attached to it over at Califia. We started to go towards the lost compound in the dirt. Vehicle was spiked. Then it was just me and we got spiked as well. We started fixing our vehicle, try to get them. They got back mobile. We got spiked again by Gregory Johnson. We call over radio.
So just be on the lookout.
And then people just kept putting spikes down. And in doing so, I think Peters didn't notice. He ran over Romello. I screamed. I'm like, oh my God, like, what the fuck? You just ran over Romello. But then I looked back and he looked back and it looked like Romello was fine. So it looked like it was just in our eyes. And then we subsequently, because of said spikes, went straight into the lake. So we were focused on getting that sorted. And that's when the 311 came out. And quite frankly, I was pretty pissed at that because at this point, it's kind of been I'm just going to shoot straight. I think the passive aggressive bullshit is kind of getting frustrating because if you're going to say night ? Whatever, you're trying to start some shit over 311. I wasn't born yesterday. So I was telling him about that. I'm like, what the fuck is that? First off, I wasn't driving. Number two, like, fucking call my ass up. We didn't see a 13 Bravo. We're dealing with that. We pull it out and then someone responds back. I'd do it again. After which you made the phone call to Peters. And then we dealt with the head pop. Upon getting to the hospital, Romello was already on edge. Started screaming at me and Peters. Peters gave the energy back. I was trying to bring some sense back to it, and then you walked in. So,
see,
yeah.
Okay.
But I do think
sure.
all these things got to be brought to the table, like we agreed to yesterday.
All right.
Talk about with Mello.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing.
We'll talk
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Spade. After this whole thing. Oh, there it is. So Spade go. Oh, he's just asking what actually happened. I just told him the TLDR. I told him we thought we hit him.
Hey, Ezra.
I screamed, and then we looked back and he was standing up, so we thought nothing happened. And then we went in the water and we were more focused with that, thinking he was all right. So,
Which that is a common, like, I've had the same issue where I thought that, they looked okay. But then was like,
Yeah.
we should maybe fucking check, and they weren't okay.
yeah,
So it's like,
and now they're fucking Sag farming all that shit.
Mirrors,
Listen,
the
I'm gonna be
mirror's
straight
a little
up.
fuzzy sometimes, We don't
The-
know.
Not only that, I didn't see him.
Yeah,
I didn't. Oh my God.
I already explained that. I said I don't think you saw him. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. I'm
Yeah.
about to say it.
Yeah.
What I saw versus what he experienced were two different things.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah. I thought
people
the same
should know
thing.
that's a common.
Whatever. I mean, this is great.
Well, then-
I just want to figure out. Who 311. I do it again.
Wait, you didn't do that?
There's absolutely no reason. I just took it up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Peters, you're back for like fucking 5 hours, and I already got one officer wanting to transfer to BCSO and BCSO.
He's wanted to for a while.
Wait,
No,
who's
they've
trying
been
to
on my
transfer
ass.
to BCSO?
This fucking Spade bullshit.
Okay,
This ain't the
okay.
first time. All right, this has
There we
happened.
go.
Well, let me ask you something. Was that 311 appropriate?
Who's trying to transfer to the
I
BCSO,
was
Maxwell?
processing
You
through
have
Scroll up.
told me.
Scroll
Okay,
up.
well,
Scroll up.
I'm going to. I'm scroll. Would you come? Okay.
That's a +1. That's a +1.
I'll take the minus. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
All right. Bro. How long ago was it?
Wait, it was right there.
You said it was Spade?
Yeah. She goes, all right. She goes, night question mark? You just ran over Romello. And I'm like, listen, like, since when do you start calling motherfuckers out on 311?
Units had to break off pursuit to help.
Yeah, like, how the fuck is this dumb fuck a sergeant?
About that.
I think we just need to Bravo, actually.
Bravo, dude.
Hey. All right. Are we having I thought we asked them to come down here.
Then they said to contact their constituent.
Oh my God.
Wait, you're having a meeting about this situation?
Yeah, so I recommended it because we walked into there and he started screaming. My whole thing is this, right? And I'm gonna speak rather frankly.
Spade talks like that. She really tries to come at people like that. I've seen it.
It's inappropriate. It's not adult-like. It's not professional. It escalates situations internally beyond what they need to be. Now, should Romello be looked at? 100%. I didn't think we hit him. Peters didn't see him. We're in the water. But you don't need to open up a fucking internal investigation on 311 immediately afterwards, let alone start screaming over at the hospital in the back of that, because that does the opposite of bring cohesion. So,
what did she say at the hospital?
Oh no, Romello did. He started.
Oh, Romello did.
Yeah,
did you tell him it was an accident? Did he didn't believe you, or what?
I don't think there was an opportunity.
We didn't even have the opportunity. I tried to pull him to the side. He kind of got upset. I said, "You motherfuckers!" And like, what?
Yeah.
He's bringing more heat against me than he is getting shot down in a gang shootout.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna be honest. The way that somebody responds to something that happens like that is maybe could have fired him up more. Her responding what just happened, how she did, and saying, I can't believe, you know what I mean? Whereas I would have been like, holy shit, this happened. Let's find out what happened first, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Around first.
Yeah. And hence why I think we need to just
step into the dispatch officer.
Yep. Hence why after like yesterday's meeting, like we were talking about, there's a lot of problems brought to the table, and like a lot of it, speak frankly, just sounds like a bunch of subtweets. So this situation happened. We have concerns on our end. I'm sure they got concerns on there, and it's better to, hash it out like immediately instead of let resentment build. And that's my position on it all.
Yeah. I don't think that 311 stuff should be happening, to be honest.
No, it's fucking unnecessary shade, and I'm gonna be straight. This ain't the first time that should happen. Bro, fuck that shit. What the hell has she done that's been of any value? She you know what I'm saying? Like, if you were like bringing some shit,
is gonna be mayor, and I'm gonna be the sheriff finally.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's making a stink out of something. Yeah. Like,
right.
They don't.
Okay.
So just quickly here, explain your side, Peters. So
I was driving. I didn't even see you. I looked in the rear view. It looked like you were standing up. I heard Night cackle, but I didn't even see what was going on. Didn't see you. Like I said, you were standing up. I then ended up swerving and going into the water. And then we were on the phone with the tow truck driver. I had no idea. I saw the 311. I never saw a Bravo or anything. I didn't even know you were incapacitated until the chief called me here and said it. And, did you Bravo?
Did I Bravo? You know.
I genuinely don't know.
I did Bravo.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah. I mean, we ended up going straight into the water. I have no idea. And then I have 311, which was a totally separate issue. And like I said, that's my perspective on it.
Okay. That's it. What about you, Nine? What about you?
Well, Knight wasn't
what about me? I'm not driving.
I mean, 2 eyes are better than one. There's 4 eyes in there. Did you see me?
I'll tell you exactly what I saw from my perspective. The vehicle was spiked. We had no backup for a good 2 minutes. Eventually, backup arrived. Both vehicles became mobile again. Gregory spiked again. It was called on radio. And then we had a second 2 sets of spikes, yours being the second that was placed down. So every vehicle in that chase was bobbing right and then had to bob left. And then I'm assuming Peters didn't see your spikes right there, as we not only went over a set of spikes, but then ran you over, whom you were inside a bush. That's what I saw. I thought you got hit, which is why I screamed. I was like, what the fuck? And you just fucking hit him. Which, yes, it was funny as fuck. I'm going to be honest. I mean, this ain't the first time someone ran over. I mean, I could pretend it wasn't funny, but I'm trying to be honest here.
My car's funny tonight? That's funny?
How many times have you ran over someone and thought it was funny?
I don't run over people at night.
Yeah.
Especially
Okay.
my own.
All right. Well, listen, I'm not going to pretend that this is some first time, like, fucking catastrophe when we probably run over people multiple times, including civilians, and probably should check up on them. But you ended up popping up looking like you didn't get run over, which made it funnier. So there was no reason to actually believe that you were injured. After that, I saw what was unprofessional 311 should not be taking place to begin with. Over 311 by you, Spade. That's my personal opinion. As we fell into the water about 30 seconds later. We focused on that, didn't see your 13 Bravo. And we tried to get the vehicle out of the water. After which I noticed the 311. I responded to it to make it clear that I wasn't driving. Because now I got to, instead of actively focus what's in front of us, which is an officer, have to now let EMS and the rest of the police department know I'm not intentionally running over folks. Tow arrives. You know, we saw Bell and Spade over your body, so you're getting medical. We're getting the vehicle out.
And so you want to respond to that real quick here? Please.
Yep.
And now one.
Oh.
Yeah.
We then dealt with someone that had popped. We went to the hospital, and that's when you started screaming at me and Peters. So, now the reason I want to have this meeting.
Too?
Yeah.
No, but I'm gonna cut you off. You know the reason why I love you too?
Yeah.
Because you guys can just so eloquently just dodge the main problem here, and then kind of shift the blame and try to say that Charlotte was being unprofessional.
That was extreme.
Hang on. There's 2 problems here. One that they didn't stop and check. They should have stopped and checked on you. And 2 is the 311s and the 911s. There's 2 separate situations. It's not shifting blame here. But we're addressing 2 different things here.
Yeah.
Okay. Who sent the 311 that they would run me over again?
I have no idea. Someone else did. Yeah, I'm not gonna listen. If I'm a do something, I ain't telling anyone I'm doing that shit. I did not listen. I sent that. Why would I just think about this logically? Why would I state over
no, I don't need to sit here and hear your whole entire explanation. I just want an answer. Who sent the 311? You said you didn't, so who did? You don't know, Peters. Do you know?
No,
he didn't do it either. He was on the phone with Turner.
No, the tow guy, not Turner.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You don't want an explanation to logic? Like, excuse me?
Just stop it, Knight. Just stop it.
Stop what?
If you 2 didn't send it, so you're saying...
Oh, wait, hold on. No. Hold on. Listen, I'm trying to put everything on the table, but you're not going to cut me off either. Listen, I know you're pissed, but you're not going to throw out facts over the scenario. That's idiotic.
Okay, well, we're talking about who sent that 311 is important. So neither of you sent it. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. How the hell do we find out who sent that? Do we have a way to find that out?
I don't think so. I think it's
it's just there's no way to really find out. But it's hard to believe that a random officer, because it has to be someone employed by either the BCSO, the marshals,
or the LSPD,
that to send.
It's hard to believe someone's gonna stir in the PD.
that's going to respond to that specific one and know the reason, and then just be like, I'll do it again. Just to frame you two or frame Peters?
No, because they're going to do it because it's funny.
You guys aren't even taking this shit seriously.
It is serious. What you're wait, hold on. This is serious because you're accusing us of something that didn't happen. Starting with me attempting to run you over. Secondly, thinking that we wouldn't go back and check on you when we thought you were fine, which is why it didn't happen to begin with. We saw you standing.
Did you guys not hear me say the whole left?
I didn't hear shit. The thing is we could do this. Hold on. We could do this back and forth. It has been called out multiple times on the radio that both vehicles were spiked. There were people still setting spikes. After both vehicles were spiked, 2 more sets of spikes came out. And I understand, like, you're bringing up this whole logic on, did you not hear to call left? I mean, ultimately, it comes back down to nobody was paying attention to the original call where both vehicles were spiked. And I'm bringing that up because you're bringing the whole thing up about not hearing to hold left. I mean, I didn't hear it. Obviously, you didn't hear about the
2 sets of spikes. The vehicle's already spiked and spikes are already out.
I heard the spikes. I know the primary vehicle was spiked because they were trying to fix it. I was listening to radio. I set spikes later for the premiere.
Yeah.
I do not. Charlie, do you recall them saying the premiere was spiked? Because I didn't hear that. I knew the main vehicle was spiked.
We didn't call it.
My spikes were for the premiere.
Yeah, we didn't call it. Johnson did.
Johnson called that both vehicles were spiked because I only heard the main vehicle was spiked, and my spikes were for the premiere.
All right.
Because there was a car interfering. That's why I put them
it's beyond the point. The point that Peters is making and that I'm making as well is that there was a lot of radio communication and there was a lot of spikes being laid out. And therefore,
is that beyond the point?
Let me finish. Hold on. Because what Peters is trying to say here is that Diddy went, regardless of what was said, that those spikes that you had were the third in a series of spikes. He didn't see you. He missed it. He ran you over. He didn't see it. I saw it. I exclaimed, but we saw you standing on your feet. So I don't think there's any point of dying on the hill here. No pun intended, but, I don't think he meant to run you over. Nor
I didn't
leave you there because we both thought you were fine.
I didn't even see my car hit you. I just heard Knight laugh, and then I looked in the rearview mirror, and you were standing up.
Yeah.
Granted, it was in the middle of the air, but you were standing up.
Okay. I can take that you guys ran me over as an accident. I can take that you think running me over is funny. What I can't take is the 311, and you both saying it's not you. So as a command, we're all commanded here. We need to find out who 301. Yeah, I'll do it again.
All right.
After Charlotte stated, you guys just ran over Mello, which I don't think is inappropriate in the moment, but Will can argue that.
It's 1,000% appropriate.
Can I just explain why I did that?
Yeah.
I did that the moment you guys did it and drove away, just in case you guys didn't know, so you could come back. That is why I did it. It was in the exact moment it happened.
Yeah. All right. I think there's better ways to put it out. We need to be considerate over the series of morons that like to sit on 311 and, quite frankly, target individuals. So
that's fine, but you guys could have just come back, right?
No, we couldn't.
We couldn't. We were in the water.
We were in the water, so we literally went into the water.
Well, I didn't see that, if I'm being honest. So
yeah.
Right, which is I think Knight's point is I think there's different avenues that we could be handling that situation. I mean, it's not the end of the world, right?
Yeah.
But there are definitely better ways to handle that.
Yeah.
Are we saying that 301ing you guys ran over Mello was a bad thing?
They're saying Knight ? You just ran over Romello was inappropriate to 301.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
I think it underlinedly creates a inference of maliciousness.
When your CVPI says
Mello,
please let me cook them, please.
No, there's no cooking.
Wait, there's no intent to cook. We're trying to exactly.
One second. I think the underlying nitpicking the wording of Knight you just ran over Mello is besides the point here that we're talking about. The important fact, I think it's kind of redundant. I think it's just a statement of facts of what happened, and I don't think we need to focus our energy on that.
Yes.
Nor do we have to be cooking either side of this conversation.
I agree. The reason I wanted to have this meeting is because it was just a screaming back and forth in a public place, which is in the hospital, where people can are going to come and see. That's not, other people overhear those conversations. They're going to use that against us.
So what are we trying to resolve here right now?
Yeah, I guess that's a great question.
Who sent the 311? Can we find out who?
Okay, so let's not focus on any of the what. Anything else is irrelevant now. If we want to figure out who sent that one, that's all we should be talking about.
Yes.
Whether the inference or the possibility of what something could mean based off what Charlotte threw in one is irrelevant.
Well,
Do Ventura
I mean, it
or
clearly
Turner or
did.
Maxwell, do you guys know any way to find out how to break down?
I feel like
who
this is like talking to a
who responded
child.
to a 311?
It's so difficult.
Turner, how badly do you want to find out who responded to 311?
How bad?
Well, I want to know who did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we can make that.
We can do it. But I
All
don't
right.
wanna do it that way.
What are we talking about?
Are you, I'm sure there's a way to find out who sent a 311. It's all about how much.
Should I call Alfonso?
No, Alfonso wouldn't be able.
He's a IT guy.
I'm sure Churro would be able to figure it out.
Well, we should find out who sent that 311. I do it again. That's. I better not be an officer.
Knight Peters. I'm sure you guys want to find out who sent it as much as we do.
I don't give a fuck. I think this is a.
Well,
I think
you
the
don't
bigger.
care that an officer said they do. A government employee said they do it again in reference of running over a sergeant.
I think that this entire situation is blown out of proportion in relation to how often officers do get run over and civilians get run over.
Okay, hang on. We're addressing two different things here. One,
the
running over. We've already agreed that we're all past that. Whether it was an accident, whatever the case was, if you think you ran somebody over, you check on them. Doesn't matter if civilian,
Agreed.
BCSO, LSPD, Marshal, it doesn't matter. You run somebody over, you should be checking on them. Plain and simple. The second part is the way that it was addressed via 311. Go direct with the person. I think if you know who did it, you go direct with that person. You don't put it all over 311.
Yeah.
The response on 311 is absolutely it's terrible. It's terrible. And if it's an officer, we're gonna find out and they're gonna be held accountable.
All right.
Simple.
Oh shit. All right. I fuck with that.
Anybody
to be
disagree
honest.
with any of that?
No,
Nope.
I
Yeah.
couldn't put it better.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Can I just address one more problem before we go? Just due to how it was.
I'll call you right back.
Go for it.
When Peters here and Knight came into the hospital,
Call you right back.
and
Call you back.
Romello and Peters were having a back and forth. Peters stated, maybe if you dapped Bell whilst they were having the
Okay, that was a joke.
Bell was right there and heard everything.
I know. That's why I said it, because it was a joke.
What is this even in relations to? I'm
One of the
unaware.
most recent command reports
Mm.
that Romello handled involving Bell and Knight.
Yeah. Oh. All right.
Who made the report? Just so I get caught up on this.
She read it.
I believe Knight did.
Negative. Oh yes, actually, I put my
days
statement
ago.
in
You
there.
made it, but you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't want to do anything because
Just for notifying purposes.
Yeah. Are you looking at me like that?
Are you talking about 19938?
I believe everything you're saying, Knight.
Let me just
You
check.
slime.
It should be about
Fuck you.
Chatterbox.
Hang on. If
And-
you're gonna
Excuse
sit here and
me.
hang on.
Romello.
Sorry, sir.
This is the kind of energy that I'm kind of underlining here, right?
I apologize. I apologize. I
Well,
apologize.
well,
This is
let's
a whole lot of
address
bullshit. We
this.
need to stop it right now.
Yeah. So here's look. What is the issue here? Because it's the underlining notion of maliciousness that is the undertone that I'm sort of mentioning. So if we want to play some fuckery, we can play some fuckery, which then means like, it justifies what Peter said. It justifies, then it's all fuckery, right? But if it's not fuckery and this is serious, then let's stop fucking around. Put all the cards on the table. So what do you
Unless
mean by
my
that
cap-
statement, Romello? You think I lied in that
Captain.
report?
I'm not going. I never said you lied in everything. Don't jump to conclusions now.
Well, well, you said something under your breath. So
nothing. Don't worry about it.
Well, no, I am gonna.
He told me not to speak. I'm not speaking unless my captain says so.
I think if we adhere
Right,
to what was
Vinny?
said at the senior meeting, we should be able to communicate. We shouldn't be afraid in this room to speak our truth.
Do you want to say something, Peters?
No, I agree. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. Like, I thought that this was this lighthearted thing, and now Spade's bringing up this whole Bell situation, which is wasn't done maliciously. I don't have anything against Bell. I think Bell is great. And now it's like, okay, well, now this is an issue. It's like, Jesus Christ, like, what the fuck is going on? It doesn't feel. It feels like there is a lot of deep underlying shit, and now that it's kind of like, if this is what's going on, like, it needs to be fucking dealt with now.
I think Spade pointing out the fact that Bell heard it. Maybe it was.
Yeah.
She didn't appreciate how Bell was in the area when she heard it, whether or not it was a joke or not. I don't think she liked the fact that that joke was made in the presence of Bell.
There's just
well, I'd rather make I would not make the joke if she wasn't there, because then it's like, what the fuck am I doing? Why would I?
This is so dumb.
Okay, I think we've strayed away from
the
original topic.
Tyler Peters, you're my friend, right?
Yeah.
You're technically, my superior, and I respect you, and I've always ride or die for you.
Not technically, quite literally.
And that wasn't even a shot at Bell. That was a shot at Romello.
No.
Yeah.
It was a shot at me. But
it was a shot at Romello.
I think it was also fuck that. I don't give a fuck about that. Did you send that 311, Tyler? On our friendship, on Hood, on the set. Did you send that shit?
No, of course not. I told you I didn't.
I saw him on the phone, so him sending it would be very surprising.
We'll find out who did it. It's fine. Yeah, we'll find out who did it.
Yeah,
we'll find out who did it.
I still would like to. I would still like to understand what Romello's issue here is.
I feel like we already came to a conclusion. I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like talking in circles. And
well, you said something under your breath, but you never explained what it was.
I don't feel like talking in circles. It's over. I apologize for it. I apologize. It won't happen again. We already solved it. We're going to figure out who did the 311, and it'll be handled. And
okay, but when the Bell report came out, was brought in the topic, you said something under your breath, and I heard it. So I'd like to know what that was.
I'm sorry, and I was out of line. I shouldn't have said anything. And can we move past that, please?
No, because moving past it does not address the issue. So if you're comfortable enough saying it under your breath, we'll say it to my face.
How long do you want to be in this room?
I mean, we're gonna be in this room until everything is settled.
I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. I was just talking out my ass. I don't want no static.
There's no static. I just want to know how you feel.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna put them all on the table.
Yeah.
I know one of you motherfuckers 311. I know it was one of you.
It wasn't about the 311. It was about the Bell report.
No, but I was in my head. I was still talking about the.
You weren't trying to respond to the Bell report. You still had. Okay. All right.
I handled the Bell report. She's been talked to.
Easy.
That's
all right.
All good.
That's fair.
Fine.
Okay. All right.
That's it. I think one of you two did it, and one of you two are lying.
Let me put you to ease here a little bit, Romello.
Mm-hmm.
If I find out one of these two did it, doesn't matter which one, they're suspended for 72 hours.
I 100% would agree with that punishment.
I would 100% agree with that too.
They're suspended for 72.
Yeah. If I did some shit, it'd be all over Twitter. Like I stand on business.
I think 72 is a little bit too crazy. Can we do like just
Why?
No, it's
okay,
72.
no. Okay, yeah. 72. All right, 72.
I'll take a 30-day suspension if I did it.
No.
Yeah.
I believe Ryan didn't do it.
Yeah. I did it. I'd be like, hell yeah, I fucking did that shit.
I would step down as the ass chief.
Whoa.
All right.
You start taking bets on this.
And while we're at it, I didn't actually strap a bomb on a EMS.
That wasn't the question. That wasn't the conversation whatsoever. Do we have anything else we need to cover?
No, that's
all right. Romello, Spade. Is everyone good there? Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yep, everything's good.
We're all good.
You're all good, Charlotte. You're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh my god.
he knows what he's saying.
No, I do. Yeah,
Oh, the bomb
she
thing?
wanted it.
Okay, we don't need to unpack
Yeah.
that. No.
Oh,
Charlotte was
something
EMS
I'm
back
missing.
then. Charlotte was EMS
Well,
back
yeah,
then.
no, I know. I stood
No,
on
he
business
knows.
because everyone came up with the lies, but I did shoot Cody Sharp in the face in a room full of 15 people because he had an
Right.
automatic Glock. Yeah.
Why'd you do
Push me
that?
Just stop. No.
Yep.
Y'all have
All
a
right.
good day. All right.
Yep.
Thank you for coming down.
I'm an
you
open
two
book.
Chief, you two Ash Chief, you two Sarge.
All right.
Take care.
All right. Holy fuck! I didn't know that.
Now what?
Well, one of us has to speak smartly. The other one's speaking like a moron.
I wouldn't really step down as Ash Chief.
Why'd you do it?
No.
All right. We're gonna find out who did it.
Yeah.
Good. That person should be brought to justice.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Like I said, that was a two-part situation. Just check on them. That's all you got to do. This whole thing could have been averted if we checked on them. I understand your point of view.
Yeah.
There's so let me just say, I
don't need
didn't see it. I never saw the Bravo, and by the time, even regardless, if I did see the Bravo, by the time I would have seen the Bravo, we were already in the water.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand your point of view. In the future, let's try to check on them. All right. At least reach out on the radio. Make sure somebody does check out on them. If you're the only one with eyes on. Simple. We'd ask the same if it was one of our own. You know, it's not a difference between BCSO and LSPD, right?
Not at all.
Doesn't matter who it is. If you're unable to go there, you radio it in. You don't need to beat a dead horse. Thank you both for coming here.
Yes, sir. May I express something just to get it off my chest?
All right.
It sometimes feels like there's selective outrage, and that makes it very difficult to know when, it seems very like selective outrage. These points were not wrong, but it's something that happens on the regular all of a sudden is the end of the world, and it's like everything gets blindered outside of that one little thing, and it can be very confusing how to handle those situations.
Yeah, I imagine it to be a two-way street at times. I'm going to be honest. You know, there's things that we take seriously and other people don't, and vice versa.
Well, it's the accusatory tone that comes alongside it, where it's something so simple as, we didn't think you got hit, and it's like, no, you definitely planned all this energy. It's tough to slice through.
Understandable, and that's why thankfully Ventura came in here and heard it from our point of view as well.
Yeah,
from your
I
point
agree.
of view.
Yeah,
and I think he's like-minded. So,
yep, I agree. All right. Well, thank you for your time, sir.
I think we're resolved here, and hopefully we don't see any of this in the future. If we do, we address it then.
Yeah.
Directly.
All right.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Hey, sir. Are you getting out there?
I got a couple meetings lined up I gotta attend
Okay.
to.
All right.
All right, back out there.
All right. Be safe.
Oh shit! What is
Wait,
that?
Where's the car at?
Wait, what the hell is that?